Welcome back to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property I'd like to show you. This one is 4 acres, Cochise County, Arizona. I'm asking $1,799 for this property. I keep bringing up Cochise County because I got different properties there. I bought a bunch of them because the zoning is so easy. The regulations are so easy. It's an easy place to go build and make happen. And more people are starting to talk about rammed earth properties, rammed earth projects, and looking at pictures and stuff, I can see why. I haven't done the labor of actually building any rammed earth stuff yet, but I think it'd be fun to build some rammed earth projects, maybe with the kids around the home. I was thinking one of the bathrooms could use like the thing that you put the sink on. Maybe make a better. I'd like to make a rock sink. You guys ever watch Samurai Carpenter? There's a YouTube channel Samurai Carpenter. He's out of like British. He's out of Victoria, British Columbia, and he takes a rock off the beach and he takes a rock saw and he carves out a bowl. I've collected a couple rocks that I think would be nice to make a sink out of, but then I got to redo the countertop and stuff. And now I think I know what would be really cool to redo the countertop with. I could do a rammed earth pedestal, put a rock sink on top of it, redo the bathroom. So that's one project I'm thinking of. Another one, because I want to start really easy, so maybe something simpler, testing the mixtures and stuff before I go build rammed earth. Something maybe like the pedestal you put the mailbox on, like take out the mailbox post because my son's been beating on it. It's just looking retarded. But make a new mailbox post. Maybe that'd be like a really basic, simple square project to get started with. But I'd like you guys to point out in the comments below what kind of basic project you think would be good to start learning about rammed earth with. One of the ones that the guys are doing online is an outdoor shower wall. I don't want to mess with my outdoor shower. I think it's pretty good the way it is. I mean, yeah, there's some ugly wall on one part of it, but I don't know about breaking out the cement block wall and then adding rammed earth. I think it'd be more of building rammed earth around it or encapsulating it or covering it with tile or something or stucco or something to make it better. But that's a different project. Let's get into this property. Let's go into the website. Let's take a look at this property. And I'll try to explain why I'm talking about rammed earth all the time, or in the last couple videos. Because this is in the desert and there's sand all over the place. And that's your building material. You could use that to build the place. And rammed earth breathes, it's you add some cement in there and it's as strong as brick or cement walls. I mean, it's solid, but you don't have to carry the brick and stuff in because you can use the sand from the property. You could probably just dig a hole and start mixing that sand with cement and some little bit of water, and you've got your building material. Build the walls. It's 4 acres, $1,799. You go build your own home there. Regulations make it really easy. Taxes are like $42 a year on this property. GPS coordinates on there. You can click on that to go find it, and your phone give you driving directions to the property. So it's over here. There's some bushes on the property. There's a road over here. There's a road over here. There's easements coming in from a couple different ways. You could come this way and down, or this way and up. And there's pictures or diagrams of the easements on my website here. Here's a diagram of the thing. I guess okay, so I put an easement down the middle. So there's a road at the bottom. I put an easement in the middle of this one. So yeah, 660 feet off the road. From this corner over is where the easement's going to be. So take that easement up to the property, and the property 660 feet from there over would be the western border of the property. It's 264 feet, I think it is, from north to south on either side of this. And so this is lot B. So if we go from the top, like where this little street is, if we go down 264 feet, that's lot A. Another 264 feet is lot B. So maybe I'm not measuring it. Boom, boom, and it's in here. So I can explain that more if you really want to go for the property and try to get you to the right spot, or get a surveyor to mark it out precisely for you. Here's here's the original property. So it's going to be right up in here, $1,799 for a rectangle 4-acre piece of property right in this area. And there's some mountains over here, some mountains over here, so I think you get some good views. There's Google Maps. Let's pull that up. I've done that a couple times in this area. Well, maybe not that far out. So if we look around here, you get this mountain to the south. So I think if you're looking from the property south, you're going to see this interesting looking rock feature. And to the east, there should be another one over here if I can get it to work. To the east is a more of a rounder kind of rock feature. And as you zoom out different directions, I mean, there's more rocks and hills over here. But I'm sure you could find an area to dig some sand out of one of these holes somewhere and build your house. So I think that'd be an interesting way to go. I pulled up some rammed earth walls. Here's guys building them. There's homes people are building. Let's see if we can get this thing to look a little bit bigger. So this looks like California. There's Dana Point, California. I like to launch a boat out of there because they got a nice harbor. But you're starting to get into LA crowd. They charge for parking, and it's not as easy as northern San Diego for stuff. Everything seems to be a little more expensive. But they're doing rammed earth wall. I mean, luxury home, and they got these panels that they're building it out of to reinforce the wall as they're slamming the stuff in there. So they're building a fancy home out of the stuff here. I mean, you can build a more rustic one or do it yourself style. Australia seems to be getting really popular. Australia and California seem to be the places that's going for it right now. I mean, historically it was the Middle East and stuff, and they would build these things out of mud and whatever. But now California, Australia kinds of guys that are doing it are adding the cement, and it gets a whole lot stronger. So here's a rammed earth wall. Look at that one. It looks like they used some supports. You can see the support holes through here that held the structure together. So when you're doing a larger surface like that, you gotta bolt it together. They stuck a window in there, and they got the bed. Just nice simplicity. Something about that kind of wall. It's different. It's earthy. It's not like stuff you bought at Home Depot or had to order from truck supplied from the other side of the world, manufactured craziness. It's sand, it's sand with some cement mixed in and some water, and you slam it together and you got a building. And it can look like these kinds of textures. Here's a building using that kind of material and steel and glass. Australia, right? Australia. Here's a big old open window side. It's just the accordion kinds of windows and doors. I always like those things too. On the front wall. I mean, maybe later on someday I'll build an office out of this stuff in the backyard and do that kind of accordion window wall in the front. Maybe I could do that, make some videos about it. That'd be fun. But I want to start with a small project, like really small project, to test out the materials, get used to working with the materials, see what kind of surface I get out of using this kind of material before I go make something bigger. So if you guys got comments, and tell me in the comments below. Tell me how crazy I am, how much fun it'd be. If you want to come help me shuck sand from the beach to build it, that'd be cool. So I think it'd be fun to build it out of beach sand. Maybe sand from the property, sand from the beach, go back and forth, get some different colors, get some grays, blacks, reds, oranges. There's people just going for it, setting up really simplistic looking stuff. It's fun. It's a fun building material. It doesn't cost much to build with. Property doesn't cost much to buy. $1,799, and you got the land to go build something like that on. You could make it your own, have fun with it. You could put it on Airbnb, you could rent it out, you could sell it, you could just live in it, just retire, go build some more of them, make YouTube videos about it. That'd be even more fun. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching. It's Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. Please, again, in the comments below, tell me what kind of small project I should start with and build something out of rammed earth. And maybe later on someday, way later on, I'll use one of these properties with the kids. Kids are too young to go really help me right now, but eventually I go build some real structures out of the stuff. But just messing around in the property we got now, building some basic stuff would be fun. Let me know what I should build. Mailbox post, sink, thing to hold bathroom sink, or flower pots, like maybe some square hardcore flower pots the kids like planting stuff in. Could put some of those around the property. Something basic and small that I could make a little structure out of wood and not go crazy mixing up the materials and size to build the thing. And if you want to buy this property, put the link down below to go to that one and click. You can check out online. It's $1,799. Be much appreciated. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Luke Smith.